Hello, this is Randall Thompson. A lot of people call me Mickey, and I'm thinker on the MTG Salvation forums, and I have a YouTube channel. I also have I go by PHLSPHR, or philosopher. So this is Lantern Control. This is my current list. I already kind of went on a basic rundown in the primer and my playlists. So with this, I went ahead and played a few rounds today. I don't know if I changed it since the last time I did the primer, but I was running 2 other grids. I'm running one now and one spell bomb. I went ahead and decided to try the spell bomb in order to take out random creatures that kind of give me a pain, like Kataki, really. And it's decent. And I like how it can draw me a card instead of just being an extra dead card. Sometimes Ether Grid would do that to me. And I also want to make room for a second surgical extraction. I'm starting to do a lot better against aggressive decks now, so I want to try to balance it out so that I can still take care of the combo type matchups, which surgical extraction helps immensely with. Alright, so I'm still running the 3 Sun Droplets main, Spells, Guides, Bridges, Needles, so on. So today I played a few rounds. I was trying a budget list, but unfortunately it didn't work as well as I wanted it to. So I went ahead and went back, and so I had some quality stuff to show on the channel. I went back to my good list, I guess you would say. So you can see where the games where I played the budget, I do pretty good with just my regular list, and then my budget list I started not doing so hot. So I went back to my regular list. Let's see, I don't remember what that was, but there's this guy. So I'll go ahead and replay some games and go through them. Alright, so I went ahead and I kept this hand because I had the droplets and the bridges together, which are great. If one gets discarded, I can go ahead and grab the other one. And I had good source of colorless. I had a way to turn on that. I had a way to turn on I had a good source of color, and I had a way to turn on the color. And I had a way to search out anything that I needed from there. So with this, at first I thought this person was playing Burn until I saw that myth realized. And then they started, I don't know, putting counters on it, and getting ready to attack me. I was very happy about this surgical draw because that meant I would be able to do combat tricks, getting them to try to swing in and overpower. Unfortunately, they did get the probe, so they ended up seeing the surgical, but it still didn't matter. I landed a bridge in this game, and the game was pretty much over after that. I did have to worry a little bit about burn, but the Sun Droplet saved me there, so that I knew that I wouldn't die from getting burned out. This is where I use a surgical, and I got a good look at his library here. And when I saw the library, I realized that I had no worries about him or her getting rid of the bridge, and I was good to go on just landing everything I had without needing any extra protection. So once I got the bridges down and the droplet out, I knew I was pretty safe. And my opponent ends up giving up. So on to game 2. I played a few games today. I also got to go to the local gaming store and played a few games. I played against a few games against Elves, which is a great matchup. We didn't play post-board, unfortunately, but post-board I think the Elves matchup gets even better because I bring in the Pyroclasms and I'm able to drop my hand faster with the Welding Jars. So again, this game I kept. It was nearly the same as far as getting the color mana that I need and being able to drop my hand. And I knew this time Myth Realize would be able to to lock them out of one of their main win conditions. Now my opponent here decided to keep a 1-land hand. I don't think it really mattered a whole lot, even if he or she drew another land. I saw their hand, or I end up seeing the hand right here, and aside from a Boros charm and a lightning helix, I had nothing to worry about, which of course the Sunlock Droplet saves me from. So I was good to go. Now I was a little worried about having a Nature's Claim stuck in my hand without having a target other than my own stuff, but when my opponent played the Myth Realized, I realized I was alright. I could just kill the Myth Realized when my opponent tried to declare attacks, and then the game's over pretty much. If I'm not mistaken, my opponent gives up right around, somewhere around here. Yep, and that's it. Having the bridge, droplet, and 2 jars pretty much locked him out of the game. And from there, I was good to go. I don't typically like to self-mill a whole lot in game 2 when I brought in stuff from the side. And so, this general thing I like to try to keep away from. Now I brought in Nature's Claims not because of Myth Realized, because I assumed that my opponent was going to bring in like Stony Silence or something like that, which, they didn't. But it still had its uses against Myth Realized. Why not? My opponent did play this in order to get rid of my Gear per Ether Grid, because otherwise the Ether Grid was just going to lock my opponent out of creatures. So yeah, this was some sort of like Boros aggro matchup. And I guess they tried to use the Myth Realized in order to give the typical burn matchup some sort of reach. And it was pretty neat. It wasn't bad. I'm sure, if it wasn't playing against Bridge with Welding Jar backups, it probably could have done alright. So that's this one. Thanks for watching. Here, let's